Greetings, everyone. In this video, I want to briefly discuss about the waiver. But if you have any question to ask, please do write your question in the comment section. We will then be able to assist you where possible. So feel free to send in your question. We are at a time where holders of Zimbabwe exemption permits are now panicking because we're getting closer to the end of the grace period, which is 30th of June 2023. We are at a time where banks, for instance, Capitec, is writing to holders of the Zimbabwe exemption permits, notifying them or reminding them of the grace period and that they need to provide the proof that they've applied or that they have to submit their new visa so that post the 30th of June 2023, they do not have problems with their accounts. We're at a time where employers want to know if they will still have the workers that they are having beyond beyond the 30th of June. So there's generally lack of panic out there to holders of ZEP to an extent that others are applying for waivers. And once someone is granted a waiver or has submitted an application for a waiver, one then thinks that it's a permit or a visa. It is not. So getting granted a waiver does not mean you now have a permit. It is not. Or applying for a waiver is not enough to submit to your employer or to submit wherever you need to submit. It is not enough. What is enough is that you must be granted a visa because a waiver itself, as we have been explaining, it's a you will be actually be asking the Department of Home Affairs to waiver some of the requirements for a specific visa that you are applying for. And we have been giving examples on what a waiver is and the requirements that you'll be asking them to waive. So when you apply for a waiver and you think you have a permit, you are in serious trouble because it is not a permit. I was talking to someone says, no, comrade, I need to apply for a waiver. Fine, apply for a waiver. But once you are granted a waiver and you are cleared to apply for a visa, it does not mean automatically when you submit your application for a visa, you are going to be granted a visa. No, that's not it. So it's important that we explain this. Morning, Comrade Patience Mbeba, and many others. Yes, Kuraf, Comrade. People are panicking out there. So we think it's important that we underline this, that a waiver is not a visa. So when you have applied for a waiver, do not relax and say you now have a permit. If you have been cleared to apply for a visa, please do apply. If your waiver application has not been responded to, please follow up with the VFS so that you know the status of your application, because it will not be enough for you to then take a receipt as proof of application for a waiver to your employer or to your bank. It is not enough because a waiver, as we are saying, it is not a permit or it is not a visa. Please write in the comment section if you have questions. We will respond later. In the next video, we will clarify again the issue of the registration with the embassy and consulate for those that want to return back to Zimbabwe. There is confusion out there. Other people are likely to be misled by some but we'll discuss in the next video on the importance of registering with the embassy and the consulate, how this is going to assist you. So do not allow yourself to be misled out there. Comrade Pilani Ngenkosi Ndlovu says, Morning, my comrade Mr. Mapena. I'm trying to apply a general work visa, so my challenge is how do I get a labor certificate? The labor certificate is issued by the Department of Labor, so you need to write, as I've explained before, to the Department of Labor and they provide the proof that there's no South African that can do the job that you are doing, even though it is not under critical skills. They might want you to provide the details of the interview or even the details of the advertisement in national newspapers, that when the job that you are doing was advertised, no South African responded or applied for the job. Or if they applied for the job, they did not qualify in terms of the results of the interview that you will submit to the Department of Labor. So these are the things that they need. So, some of the things that they need. So write to the Department of Labor and get the labor certificate for you to apply. Otherwise, have a great day. We'll meet once again very soon. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you do not miss anything. Goodbye.